Hello and welcome back, everyone. I am ManicMink. This is Europa Universalis 4. When we last left off, we were still, I guess, kind of in a debate about what the hell to do about this. Again, to recap, we released Nogai because they have a ton of cores, and I didn't want to spend a bunch of admin points coring them. And because the game is currently broken somewhat, they became a vassal of the Timurids as well. The reason why this is a problem is that, well, they're a vassal of both of us. Now, in most normal circumstances, what you do in this case, you go to war with the person that they are, you know, allied with, or that they are under vassalization with, which is the Timurids. So we would go to war with them, Nogai would join us, it would break the alliance with the Timurids. The problem is that Timurids are currently at war with Crimea, Ottomans, Hassa, and the Mamluks. We don't care about Hassa and the Mamluks, we care about the Ottomans, mostly. We definitely... Ottomans are very bad. This is a huge problem. And we have just given them sort of a complete land bridge right into our territory. Well, Nogai, which is what our territory is. Now, here's my concern. Timurids will lose this war, because Ottomans have almost 100... They have almost 100,000 troops. Crimea has about 30,000, and a ton of other stuff. They will lose this war, and they will be forced to give up territory. I do not want that territory to be anything in Nogai, because that's mine. You know, I don't want them to be able to give up this territory, because really it's mine and I deserve it, and they should go to hell. The problem, though, is I don't know what to do about this. My options are, I suppose, do nothing, which is an option because the Timurids, Crimea is attacking the Timurids in the Crimean conquest of Kara-Koyunlu, or Koyunlu, which is over here. So they want this territory, and let me just check, show provinces. Yeah, they want all this territory. They aren't necessarily looking to fight for Nogai, so the hope is that if we do this, they will perhaps, you know, doing nothing, the Timurids will lose the war, and perhaps they will just give up this territory to Crimea or the Ottomans or whoever. My fear is, of course, that that's not going to be the case. That they will give up this territory, and then, oh yeah, because we sieged all of this, we want some of Nogai as well, because they'll be getting greedy by that point. Now, I don't want that to happen, obviously. My second option, go to war with the Timurids. This is a pretty good option because we are definitely planning on releasing Kazakh, and Kazakh has a ton of claims all throughout this area, and we'd like to, you know, maybe get some of these provinces from Nogai, or some of Nogai's provinces back too. But go to war with the Timurids and hope that this breaks the vassalization between Nogai and the Timurids. Whether or not this will reset the war, this will get them out of the war with Crimea and the Ottomans, I don't know. I'm hoping whatever broken mechanics brought them into the war will also get them out of the war, but that might be a very wishful thought. But if I break the vassalization between Nogai and the Timurids, perhaps the Timurids won't be able to negotiate for Nogai anymore. And allow me to explain that. In a regular war, if I were to go to war with someone who had somebody else vassalized, I don't know who has any vassals over here, but, you know, say Nogai was just a vassal of the Timurids, I went to war with the Timurids, even over Nogai. I couldn't negotiate with Nogai directly. I can only negotiate with who the head of their situation is, which is the Timurids. So I'd have to negotiate with the Timurids for provinces in Nogai. If I break this vassalization, there's a chance that Crimea can't negotiate with the Timurids over Nogai. They might only be able to negotiate... yeah, actually just see House on the Mamluks as well. Damn it. So I was thinking if I went to war with, like, the Mamluks or somebody, it would call in Crimea, but then Crimea couldn't get involved in... Oh, Byzantium is still a place. Go figure. Can I vassalize you? No, too much of a distance between borders. Okay. I don't know, I was just looking at that, like, can I try... Well, sorry. I'll go back and finish what I was saying. So my thought was, okay, if we go to war with the Timurids, we can maybe break the vassalization of Nogai, and then maybe they won't be able... Maybe they'll either get out of the war or they won't be able to negotiate for Nogai anymore. Problem is, I don't know if that'll be the case, and also I don't know what Nogai will do, because they're currently in a war with the Timurids as allies. So I don't know what that will mean for us in the long run, I suppose. Pros of going to war with the Timurids: it might break the vassalization of Nogai, it might solve my problem, and going to war with the Timurids is easier than option 3. Option 3, hit Crimea. If I go to war with Crimea, they will call in the Ottomans, and I will have to fight their armies. My hope, perhaps somewhat foolishly, is that we could crush these Ottoman armies here and protect Nogai. I don't actually... Like, I want to make advances into Crimea, obviously, but I don't actually care if I do or not. I'd kind of much prefer to... you know, just save these provinces here from being eaten. Now, I don't know if that's an option, because there's a lot of problems with that, you know what I mean? I wish Georgia was my vassal, because then I could feed them these 4 provinces here. There's a lot of problems with that, because if you look at the ledger here, military, armies, total, it's me. I have roughly 17,000. The Ottomans have pretty much 100,000. Denmark also scary. Crimea 30,000. And if you look at their cavalry, artillery, they have 37,000 artillery. They have a lot more artillery than I do. But if you look at the Ottomans, Algiers, Persia, coalition of Venice and Mamluks, they're at tech level 12, and they also have full quantity ideas. We are at tech level 12, but we do not have any... This is just recovery speed and cost. We don't have any military ideas at the moment, which is a problem. So I don't really know. I really don't know what to do, and I have to make a decision, because if I just sit here and do nothing, they will siege all of Nogai. So my thought is, if I go to war with the Timurids and I take, say, 1, 2... If I even just took these 2 provinces here. Also, another reason why I want to go to war with the Timurids is that we are going to be releasing Kazakh, which is these 3 provinces, I believe. Right? You don't have anything... Yeah. These 3 provinces, and then also, like, here, 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 here. I suspect here as well. You know, there's a bunch of provinces that we want to release to our vassal, Kazakh. Thing is, if we release Kazakh right now, which is what I would do, we run into a problem of we don't have a border with the Timurids anymore, and we can't really go to war with them, per se. So I don't know what to do. I am moving my troops into somewhat of a position, I suppose, to do... I suppose something. I don't really know, to be honest with you. I would really like... Trade dispute CB against the Timurids. I'd really like for some sort of... just any sort of a glimpse of Alright, so, you go here, and you go here. I really don't know what to do. Because we don't have the troops to really fight the Ottomans, honestly. Well, we do, but... we have the amount, we just don't have the, necessary... there, please, thank you. I have the physical amount of troops, but not the, you go there, please, thank you. You, I'm trying to tell you, go here. We just don't have the, I might have to. If I could get here and I could go to war with these guys right now, I could maybe get the jump on them or something. The reason why I'm putting all my troops here is just because I know that whether we go to war with the Timurids or the Ottomans, I'm gonna have to do something about it. There's 20,000 troops right there, jeez. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna... don't need any of my allies to join. No guy did join them. So, okay. So this broke the vassalization with us, which is not what we want. So we will have to fight the Timurids in order to make sure that they don't. This, no, this is still, this is us. This is us. That looks like us sieging as well. I'd really love for the Ottomans to go and lose all their troops somewhere. So these two are still being sieged by the Ottomans, which is unfortunate because it's not what I want. March into somewhere and kill them. Am I gonna have to go to war with the Ottomans as well to... Good, our colony is self-sustaining, that's great. Let's send you here, I suppose. Me. Ottomans. Ottoman army. If maybe I can siege through some of these, I can, Okay, let's pause, grab you, go there. Gotta get defensive ideas here soon. This is getting crazy. So I have all but those 3 provinces will be mine once the Timurids actually... I'm hoping that I can just they can just peace out for something. Desire for peace? No. Okay. Can I can't be... Yeah, can't declare it. Can't do anything about them. This thing, we lose so many troops to just... Like, I lost 2,000 troops there just to attrition and stuff. Really like the Ottomans to split up their armies here some more. And that's the other thing, is this might be a perfect time to go to war with the Ottomans as well. Diplomacy. Can I pause for a moment? Support rebels. Moldavian nationalists. Can I support rebels in the Ottomans? No, they are incredibly stable. Damn it. So you are losing this war. You have 35. That's the thing. The Ottomans have wandered all the way down in here now. Right, and now they have 30,000 troops in here too. That's problematic. Very problematic. Build forts, I suppose. May as well. I don't know what else to do with my time and effort and money. This is problematic because they broke their vassalization with me because they were allied in a war. Which is not what I wanted, honestly. Royal marriage with Poland ended. Those guys rose up. It's fine, we'll kill them pretty quickly, hopefully. Incorporated Sibir. Now my question is... No, not find, ledger. Ottomans are at 80,000. I'm at 116,000. Of course, now the Ottomans are done with all that, so... I'm hoping that they don't take this province from Nogai. I'm really hoping that they don't. Also, I mean, what the frick? This is so stupid that it's like, oh yeah, we're at war with Nogai now, even though they would have accepted vassals. Well, they were my vassals. It's too technologically advanced, so I have to go to war. This country is too backwards to become a proper vassal, so I have to go to war with them. Which is weird, because I didn't have to do that when I was... They're steppe nomads versus... wait, nomad group? Nomad group. Huh, weird. I can vassalize people in war, but they won't accept vassalization peacefully. Okay. Let's you march up to here, and then... So we'll have to attack Nogai again. Can I force them... No, I don't want you to make them a protectorate. Cancel vassal with Nogai. Do that? No. 91 war score. Jesus. I can do that, I don't wanna... no. You, Crimea. Support rebels. Azerbaijani patriots. Send some support for them. Get some more rebels or something, I don't know. This is really stupid, because the only reason I release them is because they have cores and it makes it easier for me to siege. Or easier for me to absorb them. If I had not released them, it would have been fine. Declared war on Crimea. I gotta wait until I get done supporting rebels or whatever it is. This is all being occupied by the Ottomans. Timurids are at negative 53 war score with the Ottomans. Military access from Austria, sure. Okay, so I don't know how this is going to go, but we'll have to figure it out next time. So, I'm ManicMink, this is Europa Universalis 4, we'll see you later, take care.